All righty then. Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to the show. All right. Screwdriver. Interesting. Screwdriver's up a little bit today. So it went up to 70. Make sure my number's right. Now, if y'all haven't tried these are good. Scooby snacks. They put out by Kellogg's. And they're made with whole grain. Oh, they good. 120 calories a bag. Nice. Yep. Screwdriver is right at 71, 72, 70. So what does that mean? Not much anything. It's just interesting. A little bit interesting. Now let's close that. Let's look at our chart for the day. So we are down a little bit today, but this looks like what we would call an inside day. Stupid chart. Sometimes it does that. You have to change the time period and change it back to what you want it to be. Now let's see if it'll quit messing up. There. So inside day, we're still within that opening 15-minute range of the day. We are just below the overnight low. We're below VWAP, below cash open. So inside day, and an inside day is also reflected in the AD right now being 20. Now, it's not to mean that we couldn't fall off the cliff later on today, but as of right now, inside day. So let's see, what is today? It's a Tuesday, right? I mean a Thursday. I forget my days sometimes. So let's see what volume looks like. A lot of people trading. Volume looks kind of slow, doesn't it? Look at this. It's 5,000 contracts. Wow. Right now on this 2-minute bar, we got 3,211 trading. Volume was a little low. Everybody taking the day off. Is it a holiday or something coming up? Holiday weekend. We've got spring break next week here in Georgia. So maybe people are getting ready for spring break, taking off some time, but it's an inside day. Just an inside day. So not much action at all. So let's see how we're doing. So we know what to do, right? Let's go back to our monitor, which account is this. So we've got negative deltas. We've got negative theta, which I don't like. And we've got positive vega, which we do like. So we need to increase our theta. How we do that? Well, we sell premium, right? We sell premium, and that helps us. Let's see how our groups are doing. Now, this is the IRA account. We got so many accounts now, it's hard to keep up with them all, even for me. So let's see, we got our BSH1 longs only, which I don't look at because I know they're just losing money, hand over fist. But we're up $125 today on those. Our 112 is unchanged on the down day. This is what we talked about yesterday, right? Wow, is that right? My ES 112, the first one I did of those is up $1,000 for real. Oh, that's because I did 2 contracts. So, man, is this that's the thing you have me do, right? No, it's not. It's just a regular 112 in the same expiration. Look at that thing. My thing's just kicking it. It's up 63%. Go, Bob. Here's our regular 112 down just a bit. The resilient trades, y'all. 112 fourth, up a bit. 112 third, down a bit. BSH diagonal, flat today. RIT trade, I don't have a RIT trade on. I did not put one on yesterday. Delete that till I need it again. That's why my theta's low too. 111 first, up $1.25, unallocated. I shouldn't have anything unallocated now. These are the ones that was expired yesterday. Okay, let's put on some Theta. How are we going to do that? Well, let's go to this account where we're able to do our 111s. Okay, so it's a down day. So I'm looking more to do a 111 rather than a 112. I'd rather do a 112 on an up day. I hope everybody understands my logic on that. Ken and I kind of talked about it the other day. The market's already down. I don't feel that I need to get farther away on that naked short. If it's an up day, I want to get farther away on the naked short, and that's why I do a 112 on an up day. So let's go ahead and put us one in. Make sure we're in the right expiration. I'm going to go closest to 60 days without going over. Just my little sweet spot. Long put for drag that one down 50 points wide. And we want to place it where we can do it for about 10 bucks. Stuck again. 25. Another one. It's 10.50. Another one. There's $10. If we go to the one we did yesterday, there it is. And I'm fine with these overlapping because I'm buying one where I'm already long one, and I'm short one where I'm already short one. All right, everybody see that? Pop this up to $10 and we feel pretty good. We'll get filled there. I said we feel pretty good. We'll get filled there. Unbelievable. Come on. Could it be that the low volume today is like to entice me? I'm going to go up a little bit. 10. See if we can get them to come. There we go. 10 and a quarter. So let's go make our money back. Because if we spend money on options, buying options, we don't like that. We then have to go and sell something to pay for it. So we want to roughly get twice the credit that we spent for the debit. So we spent 10, what was it, 25? 1025 times 2 is 2050. So we definitely want to get 2050. I'm a little greedy. I might get a little bit more. So let's sell one of those. There we go. And we figured out that these things take about, what, $600 in buying power. So if you don't have a Tastyworks account, open you one. I don't think you got to fund it, right? At least it's easier to find the strikes on Tastyworks account. And search for the little code. They've got a thing now, if you open an account, they give you $200 worth of free stock. Yay! Well, it's better than nothing, right? We can't laugh about it. It's better than nothing. Let's see where our activity is. There we go. Move this over to my other monitor.
I also think if you have a Theo trade account and you open a Tasty, they'll give you 3 months additional Theo trade.
Oh, yeah.
And $500 off a, one of their educational courses.
Oh, good. Yeah, that's right.
What is it called? Where they take in like 20 people, but it's usually like $2,000 to do the class.
Yeah.
Or their course.
So that's good too, right? So yeah, search under Theo Trade and what they've got going on. Hey Matt, what are you trading now? What are you doing now? Talk to me.
Right now I just have micros and QYLD.
But are you doing the 111s or the?
Yeah, I'm doing the 111.
Yeah, awesome. Awesome. Wait a minute, why is this saying I've got stuff in the 61 days? What did I put in the 61 days? It's unlike me to go over 60 days. What did I do? Yeah, you still like the QYLD stuff. That's good.
Well, I don't know so much that I like it, other than just it pays like 20 cents a month in dividends.
Yeah. I got no problem there with that. That's good. So wait a minute, y'all. I'm confused. Let's go back over here. Maybe it's because I hadn't logged out of this thing. Let's see. This was in the 50 days. Now that's where I put that 50 days today, right? Oh, interesting.
Is that your inflection point spread short?
I don't know. I don't think so. Because I thought I did that in the e-meetings. Confused, y'all. Anyway, let's go to the 50 days where I'm supposed to be. And it looks like I did the 44.20, 43.70. Now, then I'm going to do something that we're going to try to increase my theta. 44.20. So it's just easier. I mean, if you had to build this stuff over here, it's just hard, y'all. So let's say 44.20, 44.20, 43.70. You've got to hold your control key down. And then we went down and sold the 40.60. So let's hurt ourselves a little bit. So let's collect less credit. See if we get filled. Bingo, baby. Bingo. I like it a lot. Let's go put this in. So I got 111 first. That's only the 111 second that we got here. Cool. Let's go grab it. I said, let's go grab it. We had a ventriloquist at church last night. It was so good. I can't hardly get over it. When y'all were a kid, did y'all want to be a ventriloquist? Oh, I just wanted the little dummy. And I think I had the little Charlie doll. Remember that when I was a kid? Oh, I thought I was the stuff. I'd go around, hey, yeah. Oh, those were fun times. So I didn't really enjoy the ventriloquist, but the dummy was really good. He was really funny. You know, the guy that doing it, he wasn't that good. Love ventriloquist. And the kids loved it too. And he sang songs, told stories. 112 seconds. All right. Let's go back, see what our theta is. Well, first of all, let's do this. Let's go to our spreadsheet that I'm working on still. And let's record our stuff. So what's my net lick in this account? That's a good question. I think I can, if I do all account now, I don't want to get into trouble with Tasty. I mean, with Thinkorswim again for showing my account numbers. It's come to our attention. You've been showing your account numbers. Are you crazy? Are you an idiot? Yeah, kind of am. All right, which one is this? Counts. Okay, so we're at 101, 577, 24. 101, 577, 24. So in this little thing, you can go 101, 577, 24. 101.
Bobby, in this account, have you written off the Licello system?
Not
Or
necessarily.
are you just waiting for some positivity?
Yeah, I'm waiting for some positivity. So one guy yesterday told me in Reddit, he says, look, dude, I followed you into this TQQ stuff. And he says, seems like you're not doing it anymore. And I said, well, remember, we get permission to get out of it if we're below the whatever. And he stayed in. And I said, congratulations, because I mean, it's all come back, right? All that stuff that was underwater has come back fiercely over this last bull market. I mean, let's look at it. Now, I will say this though, Matt. I'll say this, I like that, and I'm still doing it. I'm still doing it in the small Roth IRA account. But here's what I don't like about it. Here's what I found out I don't like about it. I lose control. I lose a lot of control. Because
which is not necessarily a bad thing sometimes, right?
it's not necessarily a bad thing, right? But I like being active. I don't like just looking at my stuff and going, oh man, I'm praying and hoping that the core position works out. And that's kind of how I felt. I don't know how y'all felt, but I kind of felt it's out of my hands. And that's why I said, Bobby, maybe you don't like that. Maybe you don't like losing control. So maybe keep that going in a smaller account, and then your larger accounts keeps doing your trading, because I'm more of a trader than an investor. And I felt like, I don't know, I felt kind of icky holding on to stuff and just hoping that it works out, right? I like
So
being
will
able
you rebalance your smaller account today,
no,
being the end of the quarter?
nope, we'll do that tomorrow.
Okay.
So under the hedge fund excellent adventure type thing that is, you rebalance on the first day following the quarter. So we will rebalance that tomorrow when we all get together. So I'll show y'all that tomorrow. But I think I'm just going to run that in the smaller account. In my larger account, I just like being in control. I'm a trader. I want to control what I'm doing every day and not just kind of, you know, I don't know. I just didn't like it. And I didn't like it too because it took up so much buying power that I was unable to put on trades daily like I wanted to put on. So, and hopefully some of y'all understand that. It's not that I just want to totally get away from it, but I felt more like an investor than a trader, and I really like trading. And when I couldn't put on trades that I wanted to because I didn't have buying power, that felt icky to me. Real icky. Yeah, because here, you know, here's where Bobby called the bear market. And boom. I mean, and here's where I got out, right? I should have stayed in, should have, could have. If I didn't, I got out and I took, you know, a big loss by getting out. So what is the market doing now? The market's, you know, look at it. It's kind of cool how this thing works, right? How linear regression works. I mean, we get outside of it, but then it kind of gets back in toward its, you know, intended thing. Now, this thing could keep going this way and the entire linear regression could change, but it's so amazing when you use this, how often this thing goes, hey, wait a minute, I'm outside of the bounds, and then it tries to get back in. So I don't know. And y'all know I do the dumbest things at the dumbest times, at the most inopportune time. I've never told you I'm great on timing. So here, Bobby Genius says fair market. Yeah, I'm calling it. And then shaboom. So I took my lumps on TQQQ. Should have stayed in, I guess. I don't know though. I don't want to say I should have stayed in because I didn't like it that I was left to what the market was doing. I just kind of like controlling stuff. All right, so hold on a minute. Did I not put my date in there? Now here, see this spreadsheet's kind of cool. As you put the date in, then it'll put it in over there, 3/31/22, right? We're at the end of the month. So we're just, you know, we're just kind of hanging out. We hadn't really done anything up or down. So we're down a bit. So let's go to our Greeks and ratios. And I'll show you how I use this. So here, I put in all my Greeks. So our delta is negative 1292. Show you how this works. All right. What is your theta, Bob? Theta is negative 4134. Does that make sense, Matt, how I explained that? That I lost control? I don't like losing control? 2418 on
It does.
Okay. Now some of y'all may be still in, and congratulations. I got out at a bad time, apparently. What's my buying power that I'm using? Using that much, am I? 16,946. So I got 84,000 buying power in this account left. So I'm using 16.68%, right? And then if you click on here, I say if the VIX is between 15 and 20, you should use 30% max. So you see I'm not using enough buying power, right? I need to be about 30% or so. So I got more buying power to use. And then the cool thing is I built these little things to tell you if you need delta adjustments based on different criteria. Here's the one I go by, the one in Q. And it says I don't need an adjustment in my deltas. Why? Well, I automatically said that if my theta or my vega is positive, I don't need a delta adjustment. All right, so why don't we do this? We need to increase our theta, which means we really need to increase our size. So why don't we look at the E-minis and see if we can put a trade in here to get my deltas up. And let's go closest to 60 days without going over. And what if we try those same strikes that we put in the micros? So we'll go over here and we did the 44.20, 43.70. See what this looks like. 44.20, 43.70, $10. Is that cool? I mean, it's the same thing as if you were doing it, except we're in a bigger product, right? That is 10 times the size. So this is kind of like me putting on 10 wood trades. And then we went and sold the 40.60. $40.60. All right. Let's look at this. So this takes $6,000 buying power. Go behave. But I get a nice credit of $691.54. Big meatball, y'all. My maximum profit is this, 3,200. My maximum loss is this. Now, let's do this. Let's go. Just right click on this button. Let's do analyze. Let's analyze our trade. All right, so then we're going to go ES. We want to make sure we're looking at a single symbol and we're going to hide positions. So we're only looking at this one trade. And always unclick it to make sure it goes flat, to make sure I got no other simulations there. And this is kind of cool for you guys who goes, what does this trade do for me? Well, this allows us to look at the trade. So this gives me positive deltas. This gives me 39.96 in theta. Now remember, my theta is negative 46. So this trade does a really, really nice job of getting me back, to positive theta. Now it gives me a negative 140 in vega. Okay, I got you. So I kind of like this. Now, because it is in a bigger trade, I'm just thinking out loud, y'all. What I want to do this is a 112 so that I'm really safer on that 40.60 there. But I think I'm good with it. I think I'm good with it. Let's see if we can route this trade. Ha ha ha. There we go. So now this is a 111 in the E minis. And you see how great of a job that did in getting my theta back where it should be. And by the time we add a few more 111 trades here and there, we'll be positive theta. And again, I always say this: Rome wasn't built in a day. We don't have to do everything in the same day. So we don't have to correct everything in the same day. We just want to move toward the ideal portfolio. But I don't have to do it all in the day. I can pepper some trades on tomorrow to get me theta positive. So let's see, how do I name this one? This is 1111 ES111 first. Click, move the group, add a group, call this ES first. Beautiful. All right, so now let's go and put in our creeks and see if we're better. I feel much more in control doing it this way. So now we're a little positive deltas. 10.2. My theta, I said my theta is negative 707, negative 693. So it still gives me that pep or the Malanta color, which is not good. I want that to be green. So I'll get it up there. Now our buying power used is, oh, I didn't do my Vega there, negative 109.29. 29. And buying power, I'm using 23,964. That's more like it. 964. So I'm using 23% buying power. That's closer to the 30% that I need to be at, right? So we got, I'm okay putting on additional trades. So this just kind of keeps you from being in trouble, right? Now look at this, no adjustments still. This is one I go by. If I'm going by tasty trade stuff, it says, hey, Bob, you know, with the Theta, Vega and all that, you need negative 72 SPY weighted deltas. But the one that I go by is this. I actually should hide these two, but I like looking and seeing what it says. So it says no adjustment. So I'm good on my deltas. I'm not too far one way or the other. Even though I'm bullish on my deltas, I'm not too far bullish. Hope that makes sense. Okay. Oh, chatting. What y'all saying? Can you please go over some BSH? Absolutely. Have you posted the latest Sweet Bobby spreadsheet? No, I haven't, Dwayne. And if y'all want it in its current thing, I still got some things I got to work on it. But yeah, I can post this today so y'all can, you know, start using it. Because what I want to get back to is doing this, right? Where it says, hey, have I done enough premium this week by putting in your trades and all that, but I'm not finished with it. But if y'all want it in its current state, then I can always give it to you once I finish it. I'm just behind on stuff. Very behind.
Are you going to do anything in the VIX now that it's at 20 or below 20 or?
I'm not feeling it yet. If it gets down to about 17 or so, let's see what we might put on something else in the VIX. Let's look at that. That's a good question. VIX. Oh, look at VIX. So if we get down around this 17 area, I think I'll put something else back on the VIX. I just want to wait a while. Just want to wait a little bit, right? But you certainly could do your VIX call hedge now. I'm gonna wait because I don't think I need it based on what I've done on this, especially since in this account I've got those 5 long SPX trades. So you want to go over something with Black Swan hedge. Okay, Black Swan hedge is this. You now really you don't want to start it off naked. If you can, make sure, and E-minis is a nice place to do it. That's where we normally do it. But we're looking for something over 60 days where you can sell something for $3, but you want to make sure that you got 50 wide strikes, right? So here it is. Here's something that you could do 78 days, just over 60. So what you would do is sell, you wouldn't sell the 2,500 because the 2,400s are below it. But if you were going to buy 4 tranches, you buy it on an update. So you don't buy it today, we're down 0.34%. So this isn't when you start it. Now, You could start it if you wanted to sell your shorts today, but make sure you're not naked shorts. You don't want to do that. But the Black Swan hedge is effectively selling 3 of these at the 25.50 for 340. And purchasing 5 50 points below it. There it is. Okay, so you would pay a debit for this trade today of $310 for your insurance. But that's a 3-5 classic Black Swan hedge. But you would not do the whole trade today because it's a down day. Now, if tomorrow is up a nice big day, you could do this trade tomorrow. And let's analyze the trade, just show you what it looks like. Analyze the trade. We go to 4 fall steps. Let this thing. And I'm going to change this from ES, the specific thing, to ES. So it gives me my price slices. And we're going to hide positions. Single symbol. And we're going to delete this one out. So we just have the Sweet Bobby hedge. Now, the Sweet Bobby hedge is this. Since VIX is back to normal now, I'm going to pop that up to 15%. So look over here. These are the numbers that you want to look at. Generally the 64, 79, these two numbers. So on this hedge, check it out. If we go down 20% and vol pops up to 64%, 79%, then we're up $15,000 to $20,000 on a trade that costs you $300. Ta-da! It's a Sweet Bobby hedge. I love calling it Sweet Bobby hedge because I know it's driving, what's his name, crazy. It's driving nuts. So everybody sees that? Isn't that cool? Now let's see our entire trade, our entire portfolio is doing. How are we doing the whole thing? Let's see. I'm going to hide simulations. I'm going to go portfolio beta weighted and see how we're looking. So right now, you see I'm perfectly in $100,000 account. I'm perfectly hedged. I mean, if we go down 20% and crash, I'm up 25,000, 48,000 on my current portfolio. I like it. That's how it works. That's how it works. All right, good session today, guys. Appreciate you jumping by. I'll see y'all tomorrow.